What's the first thought that pops into your head when you think about an owl? Is it their big yellow eyes? Or maybe it's their cute little faces? But there's one other feature about owls that makes them truly special: their silent wings. This adaptation lets owls silently catch prey with their sharp talons before it even notices. Owls are so well adapted for hunting that it makes you wonder if they're actually more machine than bird. So here's why owls are built like flying predators. Their feathers have a secret weapon. Have you ever tried to stroke a chicken feather? If you have, you know they're pretty smooth and streamlined. Well, the same is true of owl feathers. But they also have tiny serrations along the edges, kind of like the serrated edge of a bread knife. These serrations help reduce the amount of air that moves around and under the feathers when they're closed. This means owls can fly without making a sound, which helps them sneak up on unsuspecting prey. You might be wondering, though, why don't other birds have these special feathers? Well, it's because most birds don't need them. The reason is that most birds don't hunt like owls do. For example, hummingbirds need to be able to fly backwards, and robins need to be able to fly long distances without stopping to rest. So their feathers are adapted for their particular needs. But owls don't really need feathers that help them maneuver quickly. Instead, they need feathers that help them fly silently. And their serrated feathers help them do just that. Another feature that makes owls such efficient predators is their talons. Owls have 4 of them, 2 on each foot. They're hooked at the end, kind of like sickles. This shape is perfect for catching and holding on to prey. The inside of each talon features a rough surface with numerous tiny barbs that help hold on to slippery prey. Certain owls have unique scales on their feet that improve their grip on prey, like the northern saw-whet owl, for instance. These little owls have rough scales on their toes that help them grip small branches while they wait for their prey. So not only are an owl's talons curved for catching prey, but they're also textured for getting a firm grip. They can rotate their feet 360 degrees. If you've ever had a cat, you know that they like to stretch and twist their bodies into all sorts of shapes. Owls are kind of like that, except they can rotate their feet 360 degrees. This means they can grab prey from just about any angle. And to make matters worse for their prey, owls can move their feet independently from one another. This means that if an owl grabs something in its talons, it can move its feet to make sure that the prey is secure. And once it's secure, the owl can take off without having to worry about dropping its dinner. They have binocular vision. When you look at something, you use both of your eyes to get a sense of depth and size. Owls are no different. In fact, their eyes are placed on the front of their heads, which allows them to have binocular vision. Binocular vision gives owls excellent depth perception, which is helpful when they're hunting. It also means that owls can judge the distance between themselves and their prey, which is important for swooping in and grabbing their dinner. Owls also have really good night vision. They can see 6 times better in low light conditions than humans can. This is because their eyes have a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which helps to bounce light back into the retina, making it easier to see in the dark. Their heads are like a satellite dish. Owls are some of the best hearing animals in the world. They can hear very faint sounds, like the rustling of a mouse's paws, from up to a half-mile away. That's because their ears are specially adapted to pick up even the tiniest sounds. Each ear is located on either side of their head, and their feathers are arranged in a way that helps to funnel sound towards their ears. This means that owls can pinpoint the exact location of their prey, even in the dark. Thanks to their silent wings, hooked talons, rotating feet, binocular vision, and amazing hearing, owls are perfectly adapted for hunting. So the next time you see an owl, remember that they're not just cute birds with big eyes. They're fierce predators that are perfectly adapted for their environment. Now that you know what makes owls such powerful flying predators, from silent wings to razor-sharp talons, why not take a closer look at these incredible hunters? If you learned something new, comment below what your favorite owl fact is. Subscribe for more fascinating insights into the animal kingdom. And don't forget to click like and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode.